Hi all. Just adjusting a tiny, oh, that might have been too much. Let's see if this is all right. Am I cutting off my head a little bit? There you are. We got a new album to work on today, and you know what? Well, we're going to tackle one problem at a time. Number one, there's still another song that I recorded on the last album that I've yet to play. Now, it is not a song that I wrote. It was a cover, and seeing as how it is Sunday night, seems appropriate. This is a song called Cosa Sikelele. It is the South African national anthem, and it was also a rallying song when folks in South Africa, the African National Congress, were marching against the apartheid government. I spent a little time living in South Africa and hanging out with some good people and learning a little bit about that history, and I took a song back with me. We'll start with that. Happy Sunday, gatherers. It's good to be here with you. Così sigillele Africa, malu pagani sul pondolwaio, mitwati mitanda zoyetu, così sigilela, tina lusapelwaio. Morena baluca se chavasa esu, ufedi se dintoale matzwendiero. Morena baluca se chavasa esu, ufedi se dintoale matzwendiero. Usibeluke uluke se beluke morena se buluke se chavasa. Jesus se chavasa Africa se beluke morena se buluke se chavasa Jesus se chavasa Africa se chavasa se chavasa Africa. Okay. Happy Sunday. Happy Labor Day. Happy Monday. Did I say Sunday? Is it Monday? What day of the week is it? My Lord, it's Monday, isn't it? Yep. That sounds about right. Thank you for those claps. Whew. Okay, Monday. I got you. So we're gonna focus on an album called Chain today, and you know what I forgot to do was write down my my list, the track list for Chain. So I might I know that it starts with Yellow Brick Road, so we're gonna start there, but I may need your help after that. I remember this feeling when I decided. Chain came out at the same time that an EP came out with the band called Crawl, and we were working on Crawl with the band really hard. We'd gone into the studio. We really wanted to release a recording on the next level, but I think for the first time I started to really feel like, oh man, I got this like backlog of songs that I kind of like, and I don't have time. We don't have time or money enough to record them all, and so while we were recording Crawl, I snuck off into the studio, and again, it was easier back then too, because we didn't have as many gigs. There were not that many people that wanted to hire us back then, and so I snuck into the recording studio, and I just, with whatever few dollars I had here and there, and tried to record stuff as simply as possible, and it became an album called Chain, which is just a collection of simple songs and recordings, and it's been fun. I've gotten to play, I think, all of the songs from Chain at one point or another during the gatherings, and there's still songs to this day that I dig, and some of them I really do wish that we had taken more time as a band to kind of learn them and work on them, and so maybe this will motivate us to do that at some point. We got a lot of songs to work on. There's a lot of stuff to do. If you should ever break me, and if you should ever make me change my mind, I hope you don't mistake me. Anything but a cowardly lion, 'cause I just can't fight anymore. Falling is hard like a stone. I follow blind to the door. I won't be light at the end of the yellow brick road. Sneakers, they've been waiting. there's room for two, yeah. But will there always be, will there always be more room for doubt? 'Cause I just can't fight falling is hard. It's hard like a stone. And if I follow blind to the door, I hope it lies at the end of the yellow brick road. Eastward there only is even round, yeah. And westward there's just wickedness to be found, yeah. And I know you can handle my heart and my brain. Caress the one you can take. Cause I just can't fight anymore. It's hard. It's hard like a stone. And if I follow blind, oh, to your determined and alright, I won't be lies at the end of the yellow brick road. I said I won't be lies at the end of the yellow brick road. I said I hope it lies at the end of the yellow brick road. Okay, now my friend Kim sent me a bunch of texts during that song with the entire track list of Chain. That is a good friend right there. Problem being that I am playing on my phone right now. And while I saw, thank you, Robin. Basement song next. Got you. I would like see the songs and then they'd go away and I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm not going to be able to access that without maybe messing up this live stream. Some of you might have noticed that I switched songs for this for that last song, and we've talked about this a couple times, but I like maybe explaining it a little bit for you non-guitar players, because I find it really interesting. Guitars have 6 strings on them, right? And usually there is a standard way of tuning those 6 strings. It is called standard tuning. And when you play those 6 strings, they do not make a chord. You have to put your fingers on the strings to make chords, right? So this is what the strings sound like in standard tuning. when you strum them, it doesn't sound super pretty because they're not in the same chord, they're not in the same key. But there are lots of different ways to tune a guitar that aren't standard. There are some open tunings. There are a bunch of different ones. There are an infinite number of ways to tune a guitar, right? But there are some open tunings like this, so that when you strum the guitar, it already makes a chord before you put your fingers on the fretboard. Okay, watch this. It's kind of nice, right? So, I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass to retune a guitar. So, and I already make you all sit through enough tuning stuff already. So I had two guitars with me. I tuned this one to my open strings. And if you like the sound of that last song, it's called Yellow Brick Road, right? It is in the same tuning as a song from a couple albums before. When I just learned what an open tuning was, I wrote a song called Touchdown that I shared with you. There's another open tuning song on this album called Chain. The fun thing about an open tuning is just by moving a couple of your fingers, you can keep a lot of the strings the same. They're called drone tones, right? And so you can change chords. I think it's really pretty, and so I like to write in that style sometimes. I will keep letting you know on some of those songs when I'm playing in a different and weird tuning. Some of you all might notice that the guitar sounds a little bit different. I hope that over maybe, like, you know, if you're gonna be hanging with me night after night, right? And you're gonna get to see the band play night after night. Over time, I think it would be cool, and you know, you may just want to listen and enjoy the sound of the songs, right? But I think it's kind of cool, at least if we're gonna be hanging out every night together, for me to get to offer you the opportunity to have some insight into the different things that we're doing musically to sound the way that we sound, you know? And it is a cool thing once you learn a little bit about what musicians are doing together on a stage. When you see music, you can watch and experience a concert with a different depth of understanding. It's pretty fun, you know? Oh, I'm gonna tune that a little better. See, I still made you sit through tuning. This is a song called A Basement Song, and to this day, I would say, especially with my long-term fans, this is one of the favorites. It might be one of the favorite. This was the first song for me that surprised me. I wrote a really personal song with a whole lot of words, and I didn't think that. I thought I was writing it for me to get some stuff off my chest, and it ended up being a song that people really connected to, and I feel grateful for that. On this album, Chain, there are a couple verses, a couple extra verses that weren't on later versions that I recorded with the band. So I'm gonna play the full original version of the Basement Song. Man, do I remember I have changed the third verse every single year, every single 4 years or 8 years to reflect a different president. And I don't even remember the first version of this song. I'd have to listen to it. But that part can change. Go down in the basement that I'm renting for the time. Streets outside are quiet, 3 more hours till the grind. When alarms will sound in unison, the sleepy town will rise to start another day with neither fanfare nor surprise. And the weather will be overcast, then I'll turn to rain. Folks will secretly be happy for the excuse to complain, but the rain will sound like symphonies cascading off this town's Victorian roofs of angles. The trucks come rolling down, and my giggles thought of soggy shoes have posted to my feet as I stumble to the corner store to get something to eat. The cute girl at the register will smile as if to say, "Hang, we both in this together." They just send me on my way. Yeah. Shiny shoes be at Old Town Hall. His brother chief of police catch truants at the mall, and mothers with their babies off to daycare and to work. I'll be heading to the alley, that's where the poets lurk, and I'll be seeing things in harmony, smelling them in rhyme. You know, the kind of day when you can sing within the times. The confident will rise, will choose to concentrate on all the things I love or try to fix the things I hate. Cause we Americans dig our sitcoms, music, ball games, and french fries. And our teachers, they need raises, and our schools, they need supplies. And resilience of the spirit, codes the will to carry on. And the moon that chases the sun around the earth to bring the dawn. Hey, yeah. Elected, and now he's got a whole new show with the media playing politics. That truth is hard to know, and I'm down in the basement trying to contemplate the scene that the Russians hacked the DNC and what the fuck that means. And the fat cat's got the lobbyists' restrictions get repealed. Meanwhile, they're stepping over homeless en route to make the deal, while kids with calloused fingers serving more to take their lumps. So the wealthy folks with SUVs can't pay less at the pumps. But 100 years from now, all our troubles will be gone. We'll be searching out the planets after fucking up our own. We'll pick a side of winter, plant a sturdy flag, and then ship up a few religions and do it all over again. Hey, yeah. If I met If I met Greg Brown, I'd say I stole this song from you. We can't all be original, plus my rent is due, and I don't have health insurance. My car might be repossessed, cause playing on his guitar is the thing that I like best. And tomorrow at a bar about a half a mile from here, I'll make 50 in a burger. They'll make me buy my beer, and the guitar will sound like fireworks exploding north and south, expressing all the feelings I can't push up through my mouth. Hey, yeah. Yeah, one day, Greg, you'll hear this song and it'll make you smile. You'll take me on the road and we'll travel for a while, and we will play together, trading verses, you and me. The crowd will want an encore. We'll give them 2 2 or 3, but for now the morning time will rear its head before too long. You know I cannot sleep before I've finished up a song, and tomorrow when I muster up the nerve to play this through, I'll hit the final chord and give a silent nod to you. Hey, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, thanks for the claps. Elaine, thank you. Staircase Remedy next. Got you. For those of you who haven't been to an Adam Ezra Group concert before, or for those of you who have been to an Adam Ezra Group concert and have never understood how what the audience is doing towards the end of that song, there is a part, and again, this is one of those turtle parts. You know, all of the choruses. Hey yeah yeah yeah. Hey yeah yeah yeah. But on the last chorus, there is 2 of them, and I start going, hey yeah yeah yeah. And you know, it was, I don't know, 15 years ago, we started playing this out, and every time we would sing that last verse, as soon as I would say, hey, yeah, 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 Turtle would start screaming, yeah, yeah, yeah. And suddenly other people started screaming, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the band members would start screaming, yeah, yeah, yeah. And so if you come to one of our shows, if you haven't been to one of our shows before, you will notice, if we played a basement song, that will happen. You will notice weird moments throughout the entire show where the audience seems to know how to participate in weird ways with a lot of our songs, and a lot of that comes from my buddy Turtle. So that's it. Yeah, I miss Turtle too. Sure. Hooch. So there are a couple dynamics that I struggle with, generally speaking. I believe that the most driven, successful people in the world, the most accomplished people in the world, tend to wake up in the morning not thinking about the things they have accomplished, but the things that they have yet to accomplish. I don't think that Albert Einstein woke up every morning satisfied with the things that he had figured out. I think he was thinking about the things that he could not figure out, and he was frustrated about them. And I think he would throw himself against the wall again and again, trying to figure those things out. I think that I think that can also be a trap. While it is probably healthy to be focusing on the things that we have yet to accomplish, not resting on our accomplishments, it can also be a trap. And it could mean that if I worry that's about falling into that trap and never being satisfied, never finding happiness and contentment and joy, overwhelmed with the things that I have yet to accomplish, that I want to accomplish. And so those are the two dynamics that I struggle with. I want to be hungry enough to wake up every day and throw myself against the wall and accomplish things that I hope to accomplish, that I haven't accomplished yet. But I also want to be happy. I want to feel joy in my life and contentment. And maybe that's the biggest battle, finding a balance, finding that perfect balance, or knowing that there's no such thing as that perfect balance. Anyways, staircase remedy. That's what I was thinking about when I wrote this song. How did I get lost on my way to the second floor? Just put one foot up from the one that I placed before, and I forget how it feels to place my first step, 'cause I'm just watching the ones I've yet to climb. And perfection, you'll end up just like me, right here, searching for my staircase remedy. It's a myth, it seems, that you get what your mind sets to, 'cause your desires and dreams will all change as you follow through. And if you're lucky, you may glimpse the fruits of your desires, and if you're not, you may only just glimpse the fruits of your desires. And perfection, you'll end up just like me. Right here, searching for my staircase remedy. Again, that was when I was writing it, meant to take a page from some of those old Delta blues guys, right? Oops. With and the riff on top was supposed to be the staircase, right? That was what it was supposed to be. Doesn't always work out. One of these days, I think I would like to sit down, right, and spend like 4 or 5 hours just playing that song, and get it to the point where I can play it the way that it's supposed to sound in my head when I was writing it, you know. Then again, maybe a proper metaphor that I can never actually play that song as I intended to accomplish playing that song. What's our next song? God damn it, somebody help me out. Is it Diamond Eyes? I feel like it's probably Diamond Eyes. And I know you guys are probably like 30 seconds, a minute behind. And I can barely see with all the comments flapping. Ah, Diamond Eyes. Thank you, Robin. It's a really hard thing. You got to think, right? For a lot of those years, I would be playing in bookstores and coffee shops and bars, right? And most of the people coming to see us, there would be people that came to see us play, but most of the people that would be in the bars and coffee shops and bookstores would be there to do other things. Right? And we all have busy lives. And it's hard sometimes, right? There was no way, no matter what I would have been playing, potentially, that I would have, right, been sitting in the corner of a sports bar, outside of Manchester, New Hampshire, where nobody knows who we are, or sitting in the corner of a Borders Books or Barnes and Noble and be the guy playing the guitar or be the band in the corner, and to just have everybody stop, pay attention, and be blown away. Like that, people need to know that they're going to see something special, oftentimes. And there would always be people that would stop and hang and become fans, one person at a time, two people at a time. But there were way more people that would hear me and us in those early years and pass us by. And that was hard. Hard not to feel less than. Hard not to feel a little bit ugly, you know? I'm not talking about looks, right? But, and there are lots of people that, and there are lots of people that that would have advice. Oh, what you should do? Oh man, what you should do? You gotta all you need to do, man, is you just gotta go on tour with Dave Matthews. That's what you should do, and it'll be awesome. But you know, everybody wants to go on tour with Dave Matthews. If you knew how competitive it is to be an opening guy on a Dave Matthews tour, right? It was hard for me. There were times when it felt hard. There were times when it was beautiful and awesome. I loved the journey that I took. It just was not an easy journey. And I struggled generally, and I still struggle sometimes with people who act as if they have all the right answers. That's a challenging thing for me. Because I've always believed that it's my own questioning and doubts that in a lot of ways give me strength. And I hope I never lose that. Anyways, this is a song called Diamond Eyes, but, and you know, it looks like it's meant to be about somebody maybe who is pretty versus ugly, right? That's the metaphor. But it's really a song written about people that act as if they live lives without doubt. So there we go. In the waking hours, I can do okay. It's the sleep that brings me down. And I've noticed that you've got a lot to say. Wisdom tossed onto the ground. And I will not take a rest tonight, and I will not fall for your diamond eyes, and I'll stand my ground to my demise or to my happy end. Yeah. Either way, I'll be naked again. Looking stunning with that horse you came in on. Perfect sight for my sore eyes. But I'd like to see you now without your makeup on and your hair uncombed or dyed. And I will not take a rest tonight, and I will not fall for your diamond eyes, and I'll stand my grind to my demise or to town, the legends will be told. The folks will come and pay the fee. All that glitters certainly cannot be gold. You are you and I am me. And now build, now take best tonight, and I will not fall for your diamond eyes. And now stands my ground, my demise, or two, not happy. Either way, I'll be back again. Woo! Either way, I'll be back again. Yeah. Either way, I'll be back again. Either way. All right. All right, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play another song in an open tuning. I don't think it's going to be in order because I think this came later in the album, but I want to play the song Chain because I got this guitar all tuned up to my open tuning, and we talked about it. So thank you, Elaine. I appreciate it. Eddie Whistles technically will be next on our album project agenda, but I think I'm gonna play this song and I'm gonna play the Toast, and we'll start with Eddie tomorrow. How's that? Fitting to be coming to the close with this song. This is I mentioned earlier that I lived for a little while in South Africa, and I stayed with the family there. An amazing family. Host father was and mother, Ivy and Tom. They were activists for the African National Congress. They had marched with Nelson Mandela. They taught me that first song, Costa Sikalele. And I found out, right before writing this song, I found out that Tom had a heart attack and he died. He died young. And I found out about it, and I remember walking outside, and I just cried. Rarely, not something I don't think that I've done often in my life. I mean, I cry all the. I'm one of those guys. It's like, you know, any good sad movie. I got tears rolling down the face, but just an all-out cry. You know, I don't see too many that happening with too many guys too often. It's definitely not with me. And I just found a spot to be on my own and let it out. It lasted about 15, 20 seconds. And when I stopped, weird, I know, maybe. I started playing in this open key, and I was thinking about Tom and missing him, and how connected I felt to him, and how connected I feel like we all are by something, by some kind of a spirit that I do not pretend to be quick to define, but that I feel within music all the time. This one's called Chain. I will never be alone. No, I will never be alone. And I do survive 6 billion lives. I gotta change that. When I wrote it, it was I do survive in 6 billion lives, because there were 6 billion people on the planet, but now there are 8 billion people on the planet. Isn't that a crazy thing? And I do survive in 8 billion lives. Yeah, I live my life. I live my life on a chain. I remember you, my friend. Though we will never pass again. And I do survive in 8 billion lives. Yeah, I live my life. I live my life on a chain, on a chain. In 5 billion years, sorry. 5 million years, competition steers. So see, I let you through biology, and I will know myself. See me in everyone else with one. I will know myself. I do survive 6 billion lives. Yeah, I live my life. I live my life. Yeah, I do survive in 8 billion lives. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our backs. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us the moon that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. For these moments will pass lightly and they won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Yeah. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us, and all that we see is to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow. Let us drink one down fast. Let us drink more as this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. It's been a good weekend, huh? Thank you for hanging with me. Thank you to my friends at Rally Sound and Adam Ezra Group for helping out tonight and always. I hope y'all have a really good rest of your evening before our short little week, our short little work week starts tomorrow. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another, and I will see you tomorrow.